No seats, just shame. Shandong students forced to eat while standing. On June 28 in eastern China's Shandong province, a video surfaced showing high school students hunched over their trays, eating lunch without chairs in the cafeteria. The footage reveals dozens of teenagers balancing plates while standing or crouching by ledges. A teacher was heard saying, "This is awesome," sparking widespread backlash. An admissions officer remarked online that recruiting students is hard, but lunch like this is even harder. Similar complaints date back to 2023 in Beijing. Netizens questioned whether children were being trained from a young age to work like cattle. Wage dispute turns violent. Henan worker sparks factory blast. On June 29, surveillance footage captured flames engulfing a mattress factory in Zhejiang, Henan province. Thick black smoke billowed over the rooftops as workers fled in panic. Local reports suggest the fire began after a worker, reportedly owed wages, ignited a liquefied gas tank. A loud explosion followed, tearing through the factory's side wall. Authorities have not confirmed casualties. Online residents expressed outrage over persistent wage arrears. One popular comment read, "If wages aren't paid, who bears the cost of the explosion?" Elderly labor goes viral. 90-year-old in Zhejiang works 16 hours for $4.00. On June 28, a viral video showed a 90-year-old woman in Tangyang, Zhejiang province, seated at a low table, assembling pens from dawn until 9:30 p.m. Her total daily pay, just about $4.00. She supplements a monthly pension of only $55.00. In a similar scene from Guangdong, another elderly worker with gray hair and sunken eyes was seen pulling a 12-hour night shift for $23.00. Viewers online questioned whether this was compassionate employment or a system quietly exploiting the most vulnerable. Truck erupts in flames outside fire station, only 2 respond. On June 29, in Yiwu, Zhejiang province, a cargo truck exploded just steps from the city's fire rescue brigade. Surveillance video captured the moment. Flames burst from the truck's bed, sending black smoke skyward. Shockingly, only 2 individuals, reportedly civilians, were seen using handheld extinguishers to battle the blaze as flames raged near the station's front gate. Online footage raised public concern over the lack of immediate backup. Why was the station so quiet during an emergency right outside? One netizen asked. Man clings to seized e-bike in tears. Video sparks outcry. On June 29 in Shenzhen, a viral video showed a man kneeling on the pavement, clutching his electric bike as traffic officers tried to confiscate it. He cried out repeatedly, "Please don't take it," while several officers forcibly removed the vehicle. The video captured by bystanders shows crowds gathering, some recording, others silent. For many viewers, the bike symbolized more than transport, it represented survival. Online, users questioned whether enforcement had crossed a moral line. One widely shared comment asked, "Is this justice or just cold procedure?" Elderly vendors in the cold. At a street market in China, video shows an 86-year-old woman and an 82-year-old man shivering as they sell vegetables for pennies per pound. Despite official claims that seniors are well cared for, scenes like this continue to raise public questions about retirement security and dignity. Human-faced spider startles woman in Shenyang. On June 29 in Shenyang, Liaoning province, a woman discovered a spider with markings resembling a human face on the hood of her car. Video footage shows the creature crawling across the windshield as she gasps in shock. The bizarre sight quickly drew attention online. Luxury hotels hit the street as spending slumps. Video from China shows chefs in white coats slicing braised meats and steaming flour rolls at roadside stalls. Delivery drivers arrive by inflatable boat to collect orders. These 5-star staff aren't marketing, they're surviving, as tightened alcohol bans and slashed public spending reshape the hospitality sector. Airline flight drops 26,000 feet, oxygen masks deploy mid-flight. On June 30th, passengers aboard Spring Airlines flight IJ4 from Shanghai to Tokyo were jolted into panic as oxygen masks suddenly dropped mid-air. Video taken inside the cabin shows travelers gripping seats and masks as the plane, cruising at over 36,000 feet, plunged rapidly to just 10,500 feet within minutes. The flight departed Shanghai Pudong at 5:35 p.m., but diverted to Osaka for an emergency landing following a suspected mechanical issue. Environmentalists detained after filming factory pollution in Shandong. On June 29 in Dongying, Shandong province, environmental volunteer Huo Jiangpo was detained after filming alleged sewage discharge near Xinfa Pharmaceutical. At 5 a.m., drone footage captured dark wastewater leaking from a pit, sparking public concern online. Later that day, police took Huo and 2 others into custody. Only Huo remains detained, facing a 9-day penalty. Authorities claimed Huo's report was fictitious, though the company had been penalized 4 times for pollution over 16 years. In May, Huo's earlier video of similar discharge was scrubbed from the internet following a denial from local regulators.